Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Oh, heck of a move. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The man in motion is Brown.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both got...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He'll take it at the 42. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second down and a yard.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Condors 20, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Hey, check 26. Look at you.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
That is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a give right side Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Jets 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up a throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Condors are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half.
41, Jets 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
99 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lazard will go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
26 yards.
And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone up.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
How about this? Dalvin Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to claw one back.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play?
Touchdown!
Dallas Goedert, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Condors get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
62, Jets 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And some strong running. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Check 30.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook able to escape, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 223 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. There he goes, right side. Off to the races, Dalvin Cook. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jets 21.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Cook. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On second down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Condors 76, Jets 28.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, let's go.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.